And so what makes you think there's a time frame that if you don't get married, you're going to suffer? There's going to be this, there's going to be that, it'll be terrible. You're under the lordship of man's time instead of God's time, because God can do anything. There are plenty people that God wants to prepare for that individual. And if you're worrying and wasting time and doing foolish things in the meantime when you're supposed to be preparing, guess what? You're not prepared for the right timing, the right individual. There's people that are worried about, hey, I'm out of time to have children, men and women, but especially we can recognize this with women. It's too late for me to have children. What about my biological calendar or time frame and all these other different things that we do? Guess what? We have Hannah as an example. We have Sarah as an example. Sarah, she was even saying the way of women's have went away with me. Her cycle, she didn't have anymore. She didn't have the same things that were working and operating. And she was even saying, you know what? How could God do this? However, he did though. And you know what? There's even people that go get their tubes tied to try not to have a child and they still got pregnant. So what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter what your concern is. Some of you are concerned about your career. If I don't reach this level at a certain time, if I don't get this career, I'll never be able to reach that. I'll never be able to do that. You really need to understand how many people in their elderly ages have started corporations and started businesses for the first time. Whose lordship are you under? Whose lordship are you under? What about serving God? People that think, I can't serve God anymore. I'm too old. I can't do what God has called me to do. I'll never be able to do it. That's wrong. We have Moses starting at a real old age, okay? Moses really started ministry at like the age of 80 when he came out of the from learning to be a shepherd, okay? We have a bunch of examples in the Bible for that, okay? As to how people have been serving God at an elderly age. It's never too late